Well, it looks like I made a little bit more progress today. Got me 2 more stringers cut out. This little piece you see up on top there, that's gonna go up in the front up here, right on the nose area, across the front. You see I got them marked 2L, 2R, 1R, 1L in tunnel. Now pay close attention to that tunnel. It's only about 14 to 15 inches wide. So the 1R is going to be the far right, the one left is going to be the far left if you're looking from the back of the boat to the front, and then the 2L is going to be the second one in, and the 2 right, 2R is going to be the second one in from the right side. Now I am going to cut these pieces are just temporary. I'm going to put some in here that are about 18 inches long across there to tie those together. And I'm going to go ahead and put that polyester resin in there at the same time. So those are just a temporary for right now, but we are going to put longer ones in there. And you're probably asking, what the hell is that white board? Well, that's a piece of old plastic board that I use from my saw up along it to get my cuts just as perfect as I possibly can. But when you're my old age, you just can't, saw's hard to run. Now that back there is going to be the transom. Now you see it kind of tapered up. That's not going to be exactly that way. Now I am going to run 1/2 inch back here on this side of it up to the center of the transom. And then of course it's going to come in kind of at an angle, kind of like what you see over here. Just a rough drawing there. See I got that? It's going to be, of course that's going to be inverted that way. And then it's going to come up a little bit too at the same time. So I'm trying to look at possibly getting 20 inches from the top of the tunnel to the top of the transom. Now this is going to be double 3/4 inch plywood. And like I said, we are going to shoot that up in there that way and come across and then come back out this way. So yeah guys, man, I posted a part 2 of this video the other night and had quite a few people respond. I really appreciate y'all coming back and giving me your thoughts and helping me kind of iron out what needs to be done, how it needs to be done. All your suggestions are greatly appreciated. I'm no boat builder by any means, and hell, I don't know everything, and I don't think I know everything, and I ain't gonna tell you I know everything, because ain't nobody knows everything but one man upstairs. But yeah, I appreciate any thoughts you might want to pass along in the comments down below. Pictures, shoot some pictures out there if you can. Post it in boat farms and places like that. Now I will put other videos out there. It's going to be attached to Simply Videos 3910 in YouTube. Again, I'll say that one more time. Simply Videos 3910 in YouTube. And then there's Scooter Boat Farms and a couple others. I'm going to put these in because, man, I'm telling you what I've gotten from those forums has been really, really helpful. And I'll put some links down below as to how to get to them forums. The administrators of those forums are really cool people, man. And they've got some really cool looking boats on the sites. But my stuff is going to be posted on Facebook and in Reels and then in YouTube under Simply Videos 3910, because that's really about the only way I know to get it out there. In the forums, I'll try to put some videos there as well. But look it over close, folks. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I should be changing. Or tell me if I'm headed the right direction. This is going to be part 3, and then we're going to shoot you part 4, 5, 6 as it progresses of each video. And you might see me take it apart and put it back together. But just part of me doing it by myself at my age, that's pretty tough. To me, it's a compliment to myself. So let's see if we can make this happen. Thank you for your support in advance. Well, I decided to do a couple more things. I went ahead and cut my stringer, the other 2 center stringers out, and I put those in place, and they just kind of fit in there across the back where I want them. Now I'm gonna have to close in the front up here, and I'm still on the edge about this tunnel. Now this was residual left of the actual 3 sheets of the 1/2 inch plywood that so far that you see in this build. I cut all 4 of the stringers that you see here and any of the other pieces on the back and the front that you're going to see here, and some of the cross pieces that you're going to see here the next couple of days off of them 3 sheets. So I've been able to use 3 4x8 half-inch thick sheets of the actual plywood. And I know a lot of you want to say, well, you need to run marine grade and all this crap. Well, we're down here in South Texas, and man, I'm having a difficult time finding that marine grade plywood, so I said to hell with it. At my age, if I live, this thing is probably going to outlive me in terms of our life, you know, the years. So by the time I put plenty fiberglass resin on there and where, you know, whatever I'm gonna put on top of it, and the time it's gonna take me to build it, I think it'll outlive me, so we should be fine and dandy. Now I did say in the early part of the video, and I'm still gonna do it, I'm gonna take them splices and I'm gonna make them quite a bit bigger. And what you see right there, and I'm not very good at speaking on this damn internet, but I'm using like cherry and hickory on all these corners simply because I got my own sawmill. So I'm able to saw a lot of things myself. Use a lot of my own wood. How far apart do you guys think I need to space these trusses, or whatever you want to call it, running left to right or right to left in between each one of these stringers? And what do you think would be a good width for the tunnel itself? How far back do you go on creating that tunnel? And do you make it gradually wider as you go back? And what's the depth? I'm shooting for 4 inches on the back end, maybe tapered up to like a 2 inch or 1 inch, maybe about 2/3 way up. I don't know. I've never built a boat before, but I know there's plenty of y'all out there that are very intelligent. They built a lot of these boats, and your advice is greatly appreciated. Tell me what you think on the tunnel, the transom. I'm shooting for 4 inches up in the back, 20 inches high. I think I said that in the first part of the video, but yeah, guys, let me know what you think so far of this build. Am I going down the right alley or the wrong alley? I do have all my jack stands I've made out of some old junk wood, and they're all perfectly level. And then we'll put a support up in the front to support the nose before I start closing it up. Before I start putting all them cross beams, I guess you call it, in there as well. You know anybody out there got a good 40 or 50 horse Suzuki or something comparable to it? It's reliable, preferably ran in freshwater, not saltwater. I'm damn sure gonna be looking for one. Hint, hint, sponsors. Nah, you ain't gonna get no free motor out there in this world anymore. But I do have a few sponsors in the other videos. The 956 Studio. But they don't build boats, they work with lawn equipment and so forth. By the time I put plywood on the bottom, plywood on the top, and the actual resin, polyester resin, I'm gonna have about a 10 1/4 inch thickness on the hull. So, hey guys, post your comments, suggestions down below. I really appreciate everything that you do and everything that you've done so far. If this is on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Make sure you share it with your other friends so they can see it just as well. Now I'm gonna get you a shot of my old sawmill so you see what I'm working with on that. And that'll close the video. Now for those of you that work with cedar or have worked with any cedar, what is your opinion of putting it inside the boat? Using it for the, I don't know, I call them the rails that run the top and rails that run the bottom, like a 1x2, to help keep that bow in that boat. What is your opinion of the cedar? Will it take resin pretty well, polyester resin? I've never used it on a cedar like that before, but what's your thoughts of doing that? Let me take you in here now to show you some of this old cedar that I like to work with on that sawmill, or some that I've already cut. There you go. I thought about taking some of these strips of this stuff, making me some, 1x2 strips, and using them up on the top ledge and around the bottom of it, where you're putting your flooring on it, to have something to screw to. And I think that if you do that with the cedar, I believe you're going to be okay, but I'm not sure. But we sure going to try it. I don't want to use that mesquite right there because that shit is too heavy. But I got hickory, I got cherry, I got silver maple, and I even got some oak, and I got some black walnut, but trying to go light, so maybe something like this cedar, 1x2 strips. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, it's part 3. We're gonna get you a part 4 real soon. Thanks for watching.